Good morning. Welcome to November 22nd edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. How are you doing today, folks? It's Friday. We've got quite a bit to do, and that's because, we're going to talk about next week, prepping for holiday, preparing for it, however you want to say it, getting ready. That's what we got going on next week because it is a short-ish week for us. So we'll talk about that and how we set up for that and as we go into the holidays, we know our deadlines are shorter. Our shipping times can take longer. So we really got to look at those numbers on it. Now, it's your first time here or long time here. I need to know who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in the area. It's cold. It's cold outside. Feels like 20 something, I think is what I saw. I'm going to double check right now, but it is, it's cold. Yeah, it didn't feel good taking the kids out to school this morning. It feels like 32 out right now. So we'll take that. Feels like 32. What's in the cup? I just finished an Arctic Vibe. And the most important part, your 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So I've been going through my cut sheets of things that I need to do today because we've got a lot of HTV that needs cut today. I've got DTF prepped and sitting in the print queue now so we can get caught up on those. We've got shirts that need to be pressed. I got invoicing that needs to get done, and I'd like to get out to the laser today too. So those are our 5 things. What are your 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? Now let's check in and see how people are doing. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you, my friend. Tim, good morning. 38 out, Pink Monster drink. I should get some Pink Monster. I couldn't tell you the last time I had some. Comes on Tim's recommendation. I should try it. Holidays suck. Yeah. It seems like, it's the most wonderful time of the year is wrong because that's when it seems like customers are the most irritable. That's when, they don't understand that things are out of your hand. Like, I can do my best to get stuff printed and shipped same day, do everything that we need to do on our end, and then it goes to UPS. And then something happens with a truck or a plane or something, and it doesn't get there the next day. They're all pissed off at me. It's my fault. My fault because I got my pilot's license and I decided I'm going to go fly a UPS plane, and then I was going to get on the delivery truck, and then I was going to bring it right to your door. And then I decided while I was there, I might as well press everything for you, package it up, take it to the customer. That's the type of service that we provide. Yeah, it just doesn't work that way. And so when we're waiting on shipments, when we're waiting for things to come in, we're stuck. We can't do much with it. That's why I say set realistic expectations for your customers. If you know a job is going to take you, 3 to 5 days, 5 to 7 days minimum, 7 to 10 days, you need to know your timelines with it. Now with the way that shipping is taking a little longer, we've got stuff that we had coming from Sanmar that was split up in 3 different boxes, and it came on 3 different days, all ordered on the same day, all coming from the same warehouse. It was just something happened somewhere where one box didn't get picked up, one was left on a truck, something happened somewhere, but 3 boxes, 3 days. What do? You just go with it. Holidays can suck. Barb, good morning. North Central Minnesota, 24 and foggy, water in the cup. Quotes 3D print files for couplers, collect items for data cable run. Ooh, update network documentation, clean shop. Not a bad little Friday there for you. And Barb says, hi, Tim, Chuck, and Brian. Chandra, good morning from my beautiful home in Spring, Texas. High of what? High of, where'd you go? High of 71. I've been watching this at an earlier hour than I used to. Just arrived here, 5:45. I'm so exhausted. But you get to start new, right? You get to start over, start new. Hi, Chandra from Barb. Janess, hey. Her stuff went out yesterday. Or at least the first parts of it, because we reopened the team store for her, but we got the Christmasified design done, pressed, out the door, and I think those show up today. So you have them today. So we were way ahead of that deadline. It's currently 56, a low of 38 tonight. Ooh, that is super cold for you there in Florida, isn't it? Cindy, good morning. It's dark and cold. I know, right? I'm drinking all the coffee, 5 things: assembled display racks, dome Scrabble tiles, ink dominoes, polished bangles, embroidered towels, eat a tree cake for each task done. I don't see any problem with that, Cindy. I don't see any problem with that at all. And hey, Barb from Chandra, and hi, Cindy from Barb. And yeah. See, we knew going into it was the holiday season. There's timelines that need to be met. There's things that we need to do to get things done. And good morning, Sarah. cloudy, and coffee in the cup. We know there's stuff that needs to get done, needs to get out, and so we have our typical timelines. On the flip side of that, we know that like next week with shipping, there could be the shipping delays because of Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all of that. So if we can get things out done faster, we will. Now, next week, our kids don't have school. So anytime the kids don't have school, especially during the school year, it really puts a hamper on things. For whatever reason, they think they need breakfast, and they think they need lunch, and they think they need to fight, and they think they need to argue, and they think they need help with this, and it's weird. Kids just aren't self-sufficient. So that adds an extra layer into it. Unlike once we go to school, we take them here, we're good to go for the next 5 hours, right? 6 hours without really any major interruptions on there. We know that's not going to happen next week. We know that with Thanksgiving coming and there's things that we want to make and do, that we've got to prep for that. Okay, what day, turkey needs to be thawed out now if we're going to thaw it out in the fridge, because that's what it's going to take 5 or 6 days on it. But do it in the water, we'll have it done in a day. Where's the plan for that? What are we doing for sides? What are we doing for everything there? Let's get the menu finalized this week. Today's already Friday. Let's get the menu finalized so we can get that going. So we know, hey, can we prep some of this stuff on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? So when Thursday comes, it's not as stressful. Next week for schedule-wise, we will be working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and lightly working on Friday. I'm not going to say anything is going to ship out on Friday because I don't want to, hold that to anybody. I will say get your orders in early if you need, next week, if you need them, before the holiday, you need to get those orders in. But if we do get stuff out, we do. I'm not going to make it a specific thing. I don't know if we'll do a morning mindset next Friday. Possibly. It just depends on how much turkey I have. I know there's football on Friday. Football on Friday. We're gonna have that going in the background. So anytime there's football, like that game last night, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and then out of nowhere it just started flurries, and then you couldn't see anything. That turned out to be a game. Jameis Winston, Florida State alumni. Hey, buddy, way to pull it off. But we've got things planned out for it. Like even today, we had basketball last night. We got basketball tonight, and we've got basketball tomorrow. So we've got practice last night, games tonight, games tomorrow. The next week, practice, games on the weekend, and then we go in tournament style. We've got like 4 games each day. It's a busy time for basketball, and so we're planning around that schedule. Like tonight, we've got to be at the field house at 5 o'clock. How do you eat dinner with this? How do you plan for that? We're gonna be there from 5 to like 9. So as soon as you get out of school, eat something. We'll go up there, probably have a hot dog or something, and then maybe pick something up later on. There's just a lot going on for it. So we got to make sure, to plan accordingly. The jobs that we have in queue, we've got stores that'll be closing over the next 2 weeks, and we try and not have things close on, multiple stores close on the same day. Why? It just creates added stress. It's unneeded. If I can closing 2 stores today versus closing a store today and a store tomorrow. Well, okay, we can focus on this one in here and then have those production days a day back from each other. There are instances where that doesn't always work, but we do our best to make that work for it. And Barb said, hi, Sarah and Janessa, and morning all, Jerry, snowing and cold here. You know what it's perfect for when it's snowing and cold in Ohio, right? Buy an embroidery machine. Yeah, I'm seeing, the problem is now that I'm looking at embroidery machines for you, that's all I'm getting peppered with ads for Black Friday deals on embroidery machines that nobody gives a price on. It says fill out for a quote. But there are some pretty sweet deals on Marketplace for embroidery machines. Just saying. Loving this weather. 42 cloudy, holiday coffee in my cup. Starting the high school cheer bows and holiday decorating this weekend. I will decorate next weekend. Christmas usually comes right there after Thanksgiving. We'll put the tree up, do it for there. There's stuff I want to buy. We're still going back and forth on those things. 3D printer. And it mainly because my gut tells me that Bamboo Lab's going to drop something that's going to be bigger than 256 here in a little while. So why not go with that? Then I realized it doesn't matter. I would still keep the one that we would have and still use that. So just go ahead and pull the trigger on it. So more than likely, that's what we're going to go with, the P1P, the enclosure one. So not the top one, not the XCS, but the one that's right below that. I think that's the one we're going to end up going with. and it'll be good for creating content, which going into our other stuff, as we are going into the new year, we're going to do some rebranding on things. We've got the three sides of the business: the retail, the wholesale, and then the media side of things, the social media side of things, the content creation side of things. And so we know we're going to focus on retail. Is going to be all on the level up side of things. Wholesale with all of our printing, that's going to be Fat Dad Print Co. So we're there. And then we're going to rebrand this. Craft and Cash is going to get rebranded, and that way we can stay the same on those and just push everything through that. I'm working on a few other deals where people have said, hey, do you want to try this out? And I said, sure. And then they're like, okay, well, go ahead and buy it, and then we'll cover shipping on it. I'm like, I'm not spending $6,000 on something that I don't need. So if you want to send it to me, I'll be more than happy to test it out for you. But in instances like that, here's the requirements they wanted for you. So many posts, so many videos, so many things. So I need to get that house in order. So that's what we're going to spend the rest of the year doing. That's going to be our big thing. We'll make sure that we have a domain and a trademark, everything that falls in line with that. We're going to make sure that we have it planned out on things. So there's some stuff that's going to switch around, and it needs to be able to do it. And that way we can push those types of things. We need to have the business pages set up. We need to have the different things that need the things, and build off that. Their little birdie named Brian wants to start up a podcast. So, hey, whenever he's ready to do that, we'll be ready to go. But we got stuff to do. I'm getting I'm glad we hadn't converted the garage yet, because, projects change, plans change. How is it going to happen? Just a base model to do the garage is going to be, $5,000 to $7,000. And that's just for light finish work, electrical, and HVAC. So right off the bat, that comes out of there. So how can I reduce that cost to start off with things? Do I just redo this studio space here? What do we do? And it's going through all those lists and talking to different people, seeing what we really need to do to set it up and really push through with that. Right? Like, it feels like it went my birthday and now Turkey Day. And usually Turkey Day is like, it should have been yesterday, right? It's usually, because of the way the schedules fall, but it didn't happen that way this year. And so that kind of, it gives that short Christmas season for things, which, on Black Friday, is there anything that you're looking to purchase? Anything that you're looking like, hey, this is what I want, this is what I need. So for us, and me personally, things that we'll do is we're going to be looking at the 3D printers. We're going to be looking at our normal supplies that we use: pens, paper clips, staplers, staples, hanging job boards, our normal stuff, labels, any of that stuff that's on sale. That's going to get it a good time to look at for office chairs and things too. And then our typical stuff that we look at for just in things that I want. I'm going to stock up some seasonings because I usually run specials for those, or some other stuff I want to try out. So what can we get during that time? And then we have our own Black Friday stuff, which, hey, go ahead and go there and go check out, go to Fat Dad Print Co. We get the little pop that shows all the stuff. You've got, a little over a week to take advantage of those. Some of you have, some of you haven't. Get in there and take advantage of that. We sucked, because you are a Steelers fan, right? I mean, it was a good game. It was a good game, right? Morning Barb from Sarah. The football game, so I'm happy about it. I love the game. Anytime there's snow involved in the game, it's a phenomenal game, and that was a good game. Brian says, why is our industry so stupid with pricing? You don't ask for a quote on a house or a truck. Just tell me the effing price. I understand that, right? But then don't we do the same thing? Somebody asks for, a quote on shirts. Hey, how much are these going to be? And most of it we have listed. Here's what it is. This is what it at for it. But yeah, do we give discounts on everything? I think they want you to fill out a quote so they have you in their ecosystem, so that way they can continue to pepper with things. I understand that part of it, but just tell me the price, because then I don't even, is it even worth it for me to continue on this conversation? Like things that next year we want to get is the all-in-one DTF DTG printer, and that's just for content creation. Definitely want to work more with Xtool. They reached out, and there might be some more future projects we're able to do with them. But how do we get those? I've got to keep creating more content for it. So we're just going to start burning stuff and seeing what happens and creating the content and pushing things out there, because that's what needs to happen. So that's what I need to get out to the laser today for it. There's so much that we need to push and do. Like the 3 things that I can roll through in one product base is ornaments and running through design side with Cuddle affiliate link, the product that you use, JP Plus affiliate link, and the machine used, Xtool affiliate link. So those are the things that we need to work on if we want to generate more revenue for that. Now, I'm not looking for anything crazy, which I don't, and I guess that's what talking with different people is crazy means different things to different people. I know people that are pulling in, 5 figures a month off affiliate sales commissions. And so they're doing, that's their main thing now. And that's what they're doing is they're, a product promoter. Here's what they do. And it works out well for them. Do I need that? Sure. Why not? Why not push for it? Would we be happy with, $5,000? Sure. What's the tipping point of how much do we need where that can become the main focus and still do the other things that make things happen? And so creating a cohesive brand on that side of things to be able to show, here's the specific numbers for this, what we can do with it. And that's what I need to get back on the horse to do. I need to get back on for Tuesdays with Todd, even if it becomes just a produced show where instead of live, because we do live 3 times a week, if we have that where it's just a drop-in show, then we're good to go on it. We'll see how everything plays out, but we got to keep pushing through it and make it from there. You're right, Brian. They want to sell us on all the great goodies on said product. That is true. That is true. A tea maker. Like a teapot. Like I need more. What's a tea? What is this? And Jerry says we decorate next week. Also, Hubs is off, so the house becomes festive. Yeah, and that's for us. It's because we've got to rearrange a lot because of where our tree goes in front of our windows and that. And there's currently a bench there, and that's the dog's bench. That's what they get on the bench, and they look out the windows for everything and do it. So they got to get used to that. And we've got to where the ornaments go because we don't want cats eating the tree. It's a big fiasco. And then if I get a 3D printer, I can just print a lot of trinkety stuff. So I'm excited. Jerry, my second oldest daughter is about to decorate. It's all about decorating for the holidays. She really does a color theme with matching lights for the outside. I've got friends that put up no less than 5 trees in their house. And they've got upside down trees. They got little trees. They've got big trees. They've got the white tree. They've got the blue tree. They've got the green tree. I think they even got a pink tree now. So I know people that go all out for it. And then we've got a couple people in our neighborhood who never take down their Christmas decorations, and they leave them up all year, and the lights outside are up all year, and the Christmas trees in the window all year, and it might be themed out for the holidays, but Christmas tree never comes down. Rye, what's up, my friend? How have you been lately? What's new in Rye's world over there? Hi, Ryan from Barb. Janessa, watching grown-ups play football in snow is always fun. They're like giant. Oh, yeah. And you cannot wait until there's snow on the ground and the first person scores a touchdown or somebody gets an interception because, it changed the trajectory of the game, and they're doing snow angels. There's nothing better than seeing, grown adults getting paid millions of dollars in the snow doing snow angels. But I'm right there with you. Hey, Barb. Yeah. Hey, yep. I joined the 53 and under football league. You're not that old, are you? You're not that old. 53U football league. You're not that old. Welcome back, Rye. Yeah. And Barb says, Minnesota Wild's hockey won yesterday. We're second in the division standings. And it's hockey season, right? I think our local outdoor rinks, I don't think are going to open for another week or two. Yeah. I think that's when they said after Thanksgiving they're going to open. Good luck with that. The Steelers need you. Wow. I wish I had energy for all that. I don't have the energy. I don't have the patience for it because you put it all up and then it comes back down. I know people that they will put their stuff up next weekend. That's their tradition is they'll go get the stuff Thanksgiving weekend or start putting things out for it. And then the day after Christmas, they have it all gone. That's the thing, day after Christmas. So they don't put it up a whole lot. Here it is for it. Other ones that they, as soon as Thanksgiving's done, they're decorating the house. We have one friend that they have a storage unit. What's their shed? They have a shed out back at the storage unit because it's a 10 by 20. It's a 10 by 20, and the back 10 by 10 is filled with Christmas stuff for inside. Like, they go all out for the Christmas village, which I said when I got to a certain point in life, that's what I wanted to have, a Christmas village. I wanted to be able to do that. And it was something that my grandma had, and it was something that we grew up with. There's a nativity scene. I have that from her, and I just want to, get back into doing more of that. And it's just holiday time. It's there.
I just had to drive in the neighbor's yard to get to our house.
Why? Corey had to drive through the neighbor's yard to get to her house.
In Almond's house. They aren't going to like that. Because they have a big truck delivering shingles right now, going crossways in the whole, we couldn't, Chris and I had to drive around it. Now we've got 3 trucks on the wrong side of the street parked.
One of our neighbors, because we live in a cul-de-sac, one of our neighbors is getting a new roof, and there's only parking on one side of our street. It's cul-de-sac. It's hard enough to get in there, and apparently they have these roofers and they're blocking driveways and now parking on the other side of the street, so you can't get it. We had to go deliver product this morning to one of our customers. They're the ones that they order 3,000 labels a month from us. But I got some breakfast I'm going to be able to eat as soon as I'm off of here. It smells yummy. So, yeah. Good times all the way around here. I can't see how the rest of the day goes. Lights on the outside of the house are up. Next week, possible drive to visit son before deployment, then back to decorate an entire fairgrounds. That sounds fun. So we've got permanent lights outside that I can switch with. I think a quarter of them, depending on the color, decided to burn out. I've got new ones to put up, or we'll see if that happens. I'll still watch a good hockey game. I'll still, we've got a local minor league team that's been a while since we went to the games, but we'll hit that up. And, Blackhawks fans, so we've had our up years and our down years. And there's been plenty of times where I've watched them be horrible. But, hey, hockey's hockey. My wife does a village every year. I want to get on that. That is true, Barb. It's all about hockey. You got 10,000 lakes up there. My Star Wars tree is almost finished. It's a black tree. I haven't seen a black tree yet. Just topped it with the Death Star this morning. Cindy, we need pictures. We need pictures of that. And Jerry says, we could fill a 10 by 10 shed with all the Christmas decor I've gathered in my 60 plus years. See, you could do it. That's what we said. Cindy posted a picture. Discord sounds like a fun treat. It does. It does sound awesome. Love old Star Wars. Cindy's a Star Wars guru with it. Okay. So now that I've got breakfast here, next week, he said, do show Monday, Wednesday for sure. Not sure about Friday. Friday may or may not happen. It just depends on what we have going on, but it will be a slower day for us. We're going to keep pushing things. Thank you, everybody who's placed orders so far. You've allowed me to be able to buy breakfast, so I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate each and every one of the orders for it. If there's anything else that you need, you know where to find us. Just, click the links. Sharing's caring, folks. Get out there and share this for us. So we'll be back. Look at that. Sarah, stop multitasking. Oh, is Sarah posting here? And she's doing stuff over in the Discord, isn't she? All right. You guys have an amazing day. We'll be back Monday. Until next time, peace, love, press on. We'll see you then. Nope, I got to hit the button. Now I can hit the button. See